Hi, welcome back to the Wisdom of Everything. In this video, you discover how one specific habit can drastically change your life and make it so much easier to achieve success.
Woohoo!
So, in general, certain habits are more important than others and can simply help you on your way to the best version of yourself faster and more easily. The reason for this is that some habits create a strong positive effect in your life that spills over into many other areas. These habits are called keystone habits, and is a concept introduced by author Charles Duhigg in his book The Power of Habit. The name refers to a keystone in architecture, which is one stone that keeps all the others in place while bearing the least amount of weight. If you would remove him, the arch would fall apart as it's the most fundamental part of the structure. Likewise, a great keystone habit can keep all other good habits in place. But once removed, your successful routine falls apart as well. 3 examples of keystone habits are physical exercising, sleep, and mindfulness. Several studies have shown that exercise not only improves your overall health, but also your mood, energy levels, and your confidence. And the theme of exercising is to take care of your body, so you might be more motivated to eat healthier too. Exercise can also help you to sleep better, which will give you even more benefits. Because sleep is another example of a keystone habit. A good night's sleep will help you to be more energetic and productive the next day. And this energy can then motivate you to exercise again. You will also be able to think more clearly, which will make it much easier to control your emotions and resist the temptation for an unhealthy diet. So, in addition to multiple health benefits, sleep and exercise are absolutely great keystone habits that create a cascade of positive effects in multiple areas of your life. Another great keystone habit is to practice mindfulness, because among other things, you increase your self-awareness. And self-awareness is a key skill that is fundamental to breaking your bad habits, because if you are not aware of your habits, and what triggers them in the first place, you will either never be able to break them, or quit for a while and simply relapse when things get tough. Self-awareness is also the fundamental building block for developing emotional intelligence, which is one of the most important skills for becoming successful in almost any area of your life. Because your emotions drive your behavior, and your behavior determines your outcome. So being able to regulate your emotions in a positive way will also help you take control of your actions, hence your success. And self-awareness is the first key step to achieve this, and is trained by practicing mindfulness. So, these were 3 examples of good keystone habits. But these keystone habits do not apply to everyone. The key is to pick one that resonates best with your own situation. But how do I identify my keystone habit? Here are 4 variables to look at: difficulty, small wins, habit stacking, and contagiousness. First, don't pick a keystone habit that is too difficult for you to hold on to. Search for an easy positive habit that you can do every day. Because if your keystone habit is, for example, seasonal, dependent on other people, or it takes too long to do, then you risk that the other habits fall once you stop doing the keystone habit. Secondly, look for habits that provide you with small senses of victory that can give you a boost of energy and motivation to continue. Tracking your actions, for example, gives you a sense of instant gratification each time you completed your healthy routine. Thirdly, look for habits on which other habits can easily be stacked. For example, each time before you exercise, you can stretch. During exercise, you can drink water. And after it, you can eat a healthy meal. Exercise is thus a habit upon which other habits such as stretching, drinking water, and healthy eating can be stacked. Fourth, be mindful of the contagiousness of the keystone habit you have in mind. The following matrix will help you with this. First of all, try to recognize if the presence of the keystone habit reinforces other good habits, and if it prevents other bad habits. Like we already mentioned, a good night's sleep can cause you to be more productive the day after, as well as might decrease your stress levels, which prevents a lot of bad habits, like eating unhealthy food. Second of all, try to recognize if the absence of the keystone habit enables other bad habits, or if it prevents you from doing good habits. For example, a lack of sleep might cause you to yearn for unhealthy snacks, or it will prevent you from being productive and accomplishing your goals. The key to success is that the keystone habit must check all the boxes for you. The presence of it should help you adopt other good habits and break bad ones. And if the absence of it leads to other bad habits, or blocks good habits, then you definitely know that this is a keystone habit. So, make sure that your keystone habit is one that is easy to hold on to. That it creates small, instant positive wins. That it is one upon which other habits can be stacked. And that it has a positive contagious effect that helps you adopt other good habits and break bad ones. Finally, note that a keystone habit doesn't necessarily have to be framed as a positive habit, like exercising, sleep, or meditating. It can also be not doing a bad habit, like not checking your social media, or not drinking alcohol. Because these habits can cause other bad habits to rise, and prevent you from doing your healthy routine. So, we've come to the end of this video. The key message here is that it is important to recognize how one single habit, a keystone habit, can have a cascade of positive or negative effects on multiple areas of your life. So, if you want to become your best self, analyze your habits and strategically choose to work on the one habit that can create the biggest impact on your life. Not sure what habits to work on? Then be sure to check out the Swarovski Habits playlist. Thank you for watching. This was the wisdom of everything. If this video was helpful to you, we would appreciate it if you hit the like button or share it with your fellow companions, so we all can make this world a better place. Enjoy your day, get wiser, and let's spread some words of wisdom.
Woohoo!